guys, I'm OddManMC and I'm here to share some helpful websites that you can use for inspiration or just to help with projects in Minecraft. I would say this video is kind of a part 2 to my inspirations video, so if you haven't checked that video out, go and check it out in the card up above, and I'll put the link in the description down below. But let's get on to our first website. So the first website that I'm going to show you guys is MaximumFXL, which is a nether portal calculator. So if you have your overworld coordinates that you need to match up to your nether coordinates so your portals link up, this is great because I'm horrible at math, and if you're like me, you just want something to do it for you. So if you put in your coordinates, let's say you're at 400 x and let's say negative 1500 z, that's going to come out to 50, 64, and negative 188 in the nether. So if you put your nether portals at these coordinates, it's going to line up perfectly and it's not going to interfere with anything else. So yeah, MaximumFX.L. I'm going to put the links down in the description below so you can find these easily, but a great website if you don't like doing math. The second website I'm going to recommend is plots.co.uk. This was recommended to me by my buddy Fullbump as we were building out a circle around an ocean monument, because what you can do is you can actually plot out circles. So you can do spheres, ellipsoids, I think, toros, which looks like a kind of big donut, ellipse, observatory, wizard tower. There's tons of stuff on this site that you can use, but the main one I like to use it for is circles. So if you come on in and you hit the ellipse, you're going to hit the 2D and it's going to show you the exact block kind of pattern you need, and you can change this by changing up the width like this. So I'm going to set the width at like 70, and you're going to see it's going to look a little bit like the kind of outer ring for a ship, just for some point of reference. And then let's bring the depth out to 70 as well, and then boom, it's a circle. I love it. So it makes this so much easier to kind of count out and see what blocks you need to make a giant circle without having to guess. So yeah, plots.co.uk, great. Again, links are in the description. Go check it out if you need it. The third website I'm going to show you guys is minecraft-crafting.net. I may have been playing Minecraft for years, but this saves me so much more time than having to Google every single recipe that I cannot remember. So if you need to figure out what to craft to get something, you can just come on in and find it and click on it. So let's say that you want to craft, let's say there, a dispenser. It shows you how many cobblestone you need, a bow, and a redstone, and the output. This is a great tool in case you just forget how to craft something. And be honest, it's happened to you a couple times. Trust me, I've been there. It's okay. But you can click on any item and it's going to show you exactly how to craft it. Minecraft-crafting.net. Great site. The next site that I'm going to recommend is orange with a J .io. This is a voxel sphere generator, so very similar to plots, but you can get the different 3D models, and what you can do is kind of tear it down layer by layer. And I love that because you can start at the base layer, see how many blocks you need, and then just kind of build it up as you go. So it's a great way to kind of get something going and just seeing how things work. And you can do different things like a cone. This would be great for building a roof. If you want something more of a dome shape, whatever this is, I don't really know. Let's hide the controls there. But I don't use this one as often, but every now and then I'm looking for something to show me how to build these things. And you can change the heights of different things. You can change the depths, and it's going to change to the parameters that you set. So yes, orange.io, voxel sphere generator, great resource to at least have in your back pocket. Okay, this next site isn't necessarily a site, it's more of a blog post. This is the Ozcraft.net form, and the reason that I like this so much is because this person, Mr. Doff, has saved every letter in the alphabet in banner form. So I don't use this as much, but when I do, it's nice to have a reference so I don't have to like tinker around with things and accidentally mess it up and restart. So if I wanted to know how to do A, it gives me the step-by-step instructions on how to get that pattern. And this does this for every single letter. It has B, it's got C, all the way all to Z or Z. So again, if you use banners a lot and you want to write out messages to your friends or on your server, a great tool to have. Next, I'm going to recommend 1280px.github.io/hughblocks. So gradients are something that I've been getting into a lot in the last year, and I'm colorblind, so it's kind of hard to tell what to use half the time. So this kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So what you do is you come on in and you pick out where you want to go. So let's say that I want my top to be like this shulker box, and then my other side is going to be more of, let's say, this spruce kind of log. It might have been dark oak, but it kind of just culminates it into an easy gradient, and then you just generate the blocks that you want to use, and it shows you that. Now again, I'm not going to be using deep slate diamond ore, but you can change up the length as well and generate that, and it's going to add more so you have an easier gradient going from one to the other. Great thing. I've used this on a couple creative builds and a couple future projects that I'm working on. I love this site. It's helped me so much and takes the guesswork out of trying to get this gradient to work, being someone who is partially colorblind. So yes, hughblocks. Links in the description down below. And the final website that I'm going to recommend isn't something that you should use all the time, or you might not even need to use it, or you might have already known about it, which is Vanilla Tweaks, which is from Exumavoid on Hermitcraft. He's talked about these so much, and Hermitcraft themselves use this all the time. This is where you can do basically custom resource and data packs for your world or for your server. It doesn't matter. You could do different types of elytra if you come on over to data packs. This is mainly what I use in my own personal server. I like using the original AFK display, or where is it, the classic fishing loot where you can actually get mending books when fishing. Multiplayer sleep is a huge one, so if you have a server and you want to know how to get that, there's an easy way. Just click out the ones that you want and it loads everything into a zip folder. You hit download and then you just unpack all those into your plugins stuff for your server. It's a great site. I'm not going to go into a whole lot. There's a lot of videos explaining how to use this even more, and I believe Exumavoid has done this as well, but there's so much customization. You can even get player drop heads, stuff like that. Highly recommend Vanilla Tweaks, one of my favorite sites. I use this on my own server, and we even use it over on Scoutcraft for a few things. So go ahead, check it out. If it's not for you, that's okay, but I wanted to throw it in there in case somebody did not know about Vanilla Tweaks. Alright guys, I hope you guys found something in this video helpful. If not, that is okay, but if you did, let me know in the comments down below, and if there's a different website that you like to use, maybe let me know below so that way others can find this video and maybe find your comment and get some help from it as well. But that's enough for me today, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Links to all my social media and everything that you saw in this video are down in the description below, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.